together, reflect on the key issues and challenges that we're trying to address in the design and implementation of the Nigeria's integrated national financial framework.
All the stakeholders have come together to have a review of this INFF MNE framework to ensure that it's well reflective of the new priorities, has a good baseline and targets and means of verification, and can be collaboratively implemented.
Financing the future for Nigeria is fundamentally about financing development. No part of Nigeria can be left behind.
So we have to be focused on what we do that ensures that we can get capital out to SMEs in our country, which are a big segment of the economy and a big element of employment.
So the Economic Stabilization Bill is trying to ensure that we have economic stability, focusing primarily on three major areas, which is inflation reduction, exchange rate recovery and stability, as well as employment generation. Because if you have inflation that is moderate and your currency is strong and stable, you can attract more investment, and if you can generate employment, you can lift people out of poverty.
We've been able to provide the traditional capital markets where shares or bonds are issued, and there's a secondary market to it. So the carbon market now, we need to create that market, and a lot of work has been done.
And we're looking at how to mobilize resources to implement the INFF, and it has been so interesting. And we hope at the end of the day we'll be able to have enough resources to implement the whole package in our roadmap.
We're looking forward to actually narrowing down the focus, really identifying the value add of the INFF framework to all the different efforts that are ongoing in Nigeria, and actually identifying that niche where we can actually have really great value addition.
We're working all together in refining the monitoring evaluation framework. What it provides, it's transparency, accountability, and commitment to the process, because it allocates responsibilities and funds. So in that regard, what we should expect is a more structured approach towards the financing of SDGs.
So we have to also make sure that when we're designing, the INFF for implementation, we have to make sure that the subnational concerns, which basically are that it's fit for purpose, it suits the requirements of the people, the last mile. You're talking about leaving no one behind. Where are the people residing? They're residing in states, they're residing in local governments, they're residing, at that grassroots level. So we have to make sure that it's fit for purpose and it's meeting the needs of the SDGs.
We've always taken this very serious because obviously every country there is a link between the budget, the public financial management system, and how you can achieve your sustainable development goals and other national development priorities, which are areas in which UNICEF is very, very interested in. So for us, this is very important.
There's been key takeaways, how we can unlock private capital to achieve sustainable development in Nigeria. Public capital is not enough, like you heard, is 10%. So the private capital will be the one to fund development in Nigeria. So it's a key takeaway from all of us. We've heard from different presenters on what we need to do to accelerate and make it catalytic and have multiplier effect for us to achieve the SDG by 2030.
The participation from across the relevant organization is perfect. All those that have anything to do with the integrated financing framework are on the table today.
The working group are very competent people. They are doing everything possible to ensure that the SDG goals are achieved. I commend every one of them.
Going forward, the funding of the Nigerian development project has to be sustainable, and how it can be gotten was discussed, that all different shareholders, stakeholders has to be involved. A lot of collaboration has to be done so to achieve this aim.
It's an example of the commitment of Nigeria with the Sustainable Development Goals.
At the end of the day, the essence of all of this is to improve the livelihood and the well-being of the Nigerian people.